Hello everybody and welcome back to Grandma Gives It a Go. Sorry it's been like a month since my last video. I was waiting on a Amazon order to come in, and now with the new lockdown yet again in Ontario, Amazon is getting slammed, and it's really hard even with Prime membership that sometimes it gets your shipment to you in a day or two. Even with Prime, I'm finding that the stuff that I order is taking like a week or 2 or 3 weeks sometimes to order. But anyway, okay, so that's today's show. I have two products to show you. I have three, but I'm not going to demonstrate the one. I'm just going to show it to you because I want you to beware when you buy this if your thoughts were the same as mine. Now this is called a melon tap, and you put this part, inject it into stick it into your watermelon. See, there's the picture there that shows you putting it in there and you can get the juice out. So I didn't read, the directions are they actually come with a lot of directions. There's a lot of directions, and there's pictures up top, step by step. Now if I had have paid more attention to this video, to the directions before I started, I would have been able to demonstrate it for you. But my thoughts were that you just put this into the melon. It says any melon, turn any melon into a drink dispensing jug. Now I don't know if you would want to drink cantaloupe juice or muskmelon juice. I mean, I don't really know what other melons you could do besides watermelon. But anyway, what you have to do with this is you have to cut a hole in the top of the watermelon, scoop everything out, drain the water, then you put these guys on the bottom. You stand it up straight. These are the feet. There's 3 of them. So you stick that in the watermelon and give it a turn. I did try it on my watermelon, and I did everything until I realized, because I was going step by step, I didn't read the whole instructions all the way through until I'd already kind of gutted the watermelon. So what you do is you put these on there. It stands up like this. The watermelon stands up. Then you put this thing, oopsie, I almost broke it. You push this with the teeth on all the way in, this whole thing, all the way in, all the way up to there, into the watermelon, and then you press this button like this, and the juice is supposed to come out. And I'm like, well, nothing came out. I mean, that's the way it comes through here and then out this tube right here. And if you're smart enough, you put a glass under there, which I didn't do, but thankfully nothing came out anyway. This button is really, really hard to push. It doesn't seem like it's got much give to it. But what happens is that I'm thinking, okay, if you gut the watermelon, if you take all the pulp out of the stuff out of it, how are you supposed to get any juice? Well, this thing is more for kind of little fancy backyard parties or barbecues or whatever. You take all the filling out, all the meat, the fruit out of the shell. You scrape it out good. Then you put this thing in. You take your watermelon and you blend it up and you make it into like a punch. Then you pour that back into the watermelon shell. Put this in. Make sure your little feet are at the bottom so it stands up, so your watermelon stands up straight. Then you push it and you have your watermelon punch. So instead of making a bowl of punch and putting it in a bowl and scooping it out, I mean, it's kind of a cute idea, but had I realized that was exactly what it meant, I probably wouldn't have purchased this. But anyway, I'll try it another time because I'd already cut the watermelon to get everything out, and I cut it the wrong way to actually use it. So we'll have to just try it another time. So that's Pro Professionals. It was from the dollar store. It didn't cost that much. I mean, if y'all want to try it, it would make a cute little party thing going on. It's good to try. I'll try it again the next time I buy a watermelon, now that I've read the directions properly and I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. That's going to be for another video. Just if anybody ever saw it in the store, it's a lot of detail. A lot of detail to buy it, to get any results. Okay, so now for today's video, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this. It's called Rub Away. This is it's metal. It's a metal bar of soap. And you're thinking, okay, why on earth would I need to wash my hands with a metal bar of soap. Well, what this does is this takes, if you're cutting up onions or garlic, anything that smells, and the smell stays on your hand, you use this. So now you're all going to have to just take my word for it that this works, but it really does. I've got a clove of garlic. Somebody needs to come up with smell-o-vision. So I'm just rubbing this garlic on my hands. So yeah, my hands smell like garlic now. So I mean, you can wash it with soap and water, and it does take away some of the smell, but not that much. This little guy, now this was given to us, but this is on Amazon for, I think it was like $8 or $10. You have to use it with water. Like if I was just to go like this, just rub it like you would a bar of soap, it does nothing. The smell, no, I still smell garlic. You have to do it, you have to use it in water. So I've got a bowl of water here. So I put the soap in. It's better under running water, but I'm just gonna, for the sake of the video, I'm doing it, dipping it in the water. So you just get it wet and rub it on your hands, just like as if you were washing your hands with a bar of soap. And now, gone. The garlic smell is completely gone. Again, I know it's hard to really judge something like this because you have to take my word for it, but trust me, it works amazing. Like, sometimes if you rub a silver spoon on your hand, that will do it. But your spoon has to be stainless steel. This is stainless steel. If your spoon is not stainless steel, it's not going to do any good. If it's just steel plated, it won't work. So buy yourself a rub-away if you are a cook that uses a lot of garlic and a lot of onions, and use your hands to chop it up. Amazing product. My rating is 1 out of 5. This is definitely a 5. This is the best thing ever. So now my second thing today is something that I ordered on Amazon. And it's supposed to be as seen on the Dragon's Den TV show, if anybody ever watches that. And it's not the one that was on the episode because I looked it up. I wanted to see. Now this is what the ad looked like on Amazon. It's called Gadget Telescopic Flexible Claw as seen on Dragon's Den. Okay, now that's the way the packaging looked. I mean, it's got the thing, Okay, mine came in, it didn't package like this. It came in a cardboard box. It came with directions, which is good because a lot of these products don't. It gives you pretty clear instructions on how to do it. Now, this thing will not work if you don't have it locked in. See, it does not work. Nothing happens. You can't use it unless it's telescopic out. You turn it, and then there's your little claws at the end, and it's just basically so it'll pick up things. So there, they picked up that piece of paper. Okay, now I watched the episode of Dragon's Den, and this is not at all what was on that episode. I mean, it's similar. The fact that it's long like this, and you have the telescopic, you can bend this any which way you want to pick things up. That is the same thing. But the one on Dragon's Den had a magnet on it, and it had a light. So if you're like reaching down the side of your stove or the side of the fridge or in the car, like down the seats, you could see what you're grabbing, and if it's, if it was something metal, you can grab it and better. Now this says it's supposed to pick up to 20 pounds. I'm not sure if it can lift up to 20 pounds. I don't know. It's pretty cheap. And the thing is that the claws are very small, so I couldn't even pick this up. If I drop this down the side of the fridge, because it's smooth, and those claws are sliding right off of it. Now, I don't know what you'd drop that would be 20 pounds that you would drop behind, down your seats of your car or a sofa or whatever. I'm not too sure what you'd pick it up. But now, I have a bottle of water here, a full bottle. You can see that it's completely full. And I put it on there, and it does lift it quite easy. It feels like you can feel the weight. I mean, this is not 20 pounds by any means. It's like maybe a pound, if that. It's 500 mils of water. So, and now this one, and then again, This 502 mils is not any different. It's the same thing, but that's about as big as, and again, it picks it up. It does what it is advertised. It says like it's good for cleaning your drains, your garage car repair. It shows on the infomercial and on the Dragon's Den them, you know, dropping it there. I picked up my garlic, picking up little screws. Well, again, theirs had a magnet on it, so when you're reaching down the car engine, you drop a screw down in there, and it's gonna pick it up. So stuff has got to be pretty small. Here's my phone, and it does that. It picks that up, but it can't be anything slippery. It can't be anything this big, because the claws can't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yes, it can be. My mistake. It's picking up. I'm struggling to hold it on. I don't want to drop it because my husband just canned this asparagus and he'd shoot me if I broke it. But I didn't think it was going to pick that up because you can't get the claw down in there. But it did pick it up when I held it sideways. It did work. So it's, you know, it's okay. Now if I drop my phone, the house phone, there it goes. It does pick up things better than I thought for the different shape things. There you go. I picked it up off the, if I drop this behind the couch, I can just reach down. So it's not bad. I'm going to give it, you know, I'll give it a 4.5 because it is advertised. It does everything it says. It does flexible. It does pick up things quite quick, quite easily. I don't have anything that weighs 20 pounds. I did put my big old watermelon that I did weigh, and it was, I believe it was an 8.5 pound watermelon that I bought. And I put it, obviously you can't pick up a watermelon with this, but I put it in a plastic bag and lifted the plastic bag, and all it did was rip the bag. It pulled, and the weight of the watermelon, it pulled the bag away. So, I mean, all in all, it does what it's supposed to. I haven't tried it for, you know, unclogging drains. Now at this point, I don't have a clogged drain, so, you know, when I do, I'll give it a try, and then I'll let you know in the next future videos how it works. But all in all, it's okay. It is a little deceiving because, I mean, the packaging, it doesn't matter. That it come on a card instead of a box. That doesn't matter because it's the same thing. What I do find interesting, though, is that in the description here, it says, keep away from children. This is not a toy. Odie requires 3 times AG13 button cell batteries that are included. Why? No. Why? There's no place to, there's no way it's got batteries. The one on Dragon's Den has the batteries for the light. This one, there's nothing. There's no light. And if you read in the description on Amazon, it tells you it's hand powered. Batteries included? No. Batteries required? No. Weight 180 grams. So, you know, it's pretty light. But it is just plastic. It's not, this is like the kind you can get at the dollar store, the big ones that you can, you know, reach up high and grab like a bag of sugar off your cupboard, or something on the high shelf that you don't want to get a ladder or chair. It's like a handheld version of that, other than that it's got a telescopic handle. So it's okay. It does what it's supposed to. So I'm going to give this, like I said, about a 4.5, only because I don't know what you could possibly lift that would weigh 20 pounds and that would fit in these prongs. Because like I said, the water, it does pick it up, and then the jar, which surprised me because I picked it up on the edge. But anything that doesn't have an edge like this, it doesn't have a rim, you're not going to be able to pick it up. So that's our video for today. Please leave me a comment below on what you thought. And if there's anything that you'd like tested that you're thinking about buying, but you're just not sure how it works, let me know. And if I can get a hold of it, I will. And this thing just folds right back up tiny, and you can put it right in your drawer. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video, and please like and subscribe. Hit the like button. Ring the bell when it shows up, and ring it again. That way you'll get notified whenever I'm making a video. And stay safe, everybody. Have a great day. Bye now.